prefer the news, the weather, or the sports? You can have it all anytime you want. With MediaNet, you can have over 150 functions at your fingertips. If you would like to see just how easy and simple MediaNet is to operate, just come by any of our 6 stores for a free demonstration. Just another reason to do business with Southeastern Cellular.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Welcome to this week's episode of Big Boys Toys. We're in Tannehill State Park over in the Birmingham area. Look at this 40 Chevrolet. Good looking car. I'm going to get him up shortly, talk about him. We got some cars this week you don't want to miss. We got one that's been painted by so many people, I don't know. And many people probably watch Saturday Night Live. And from the way he talks, he don't get Saturday Night Live till Tuesday. So you got to meet this guy. We'll be right back with Big Boys Toys. Got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boys Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, then this show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boys Toys.
We're in the beautiful showroom of Billy Beatty Auto Super Center right here in Oxford, Alabama. Billy, welcome back to Big Boys Toys. He was the first car dealer on Big Boys Toys, and he is back.
Thank you, Barry. We're glad to be a sponsor of Big Boys Toys. We want to invite all of our customers, previous customers. Barry, we got almost 200 cars on this lot. I've been in car business here all my life in Calhoun County, and we want to invite in all of our customers, any new customers. We love to trade here, Barry. Even you've bought 4 cars from us in the last 2 years.
I bought a lot of cars here, and hey, you old guys, when you come down here, he's a car enthusiast too. You got vets sitting around here, Camaros. He can show you anything you want to see, but his specialty is these late model cars that's just gorgeous. First vehicle, Alton Armstrong, 1940 Chevrolet. Alton, welcome to Big Boys Toys. First of all, his wife is scared. She's sitting over there. Chris is probably getting her right now, so you need to smile, because he'll get you before we get done. Tell me a little bit about your car.
Well, it's a 1940 coupe, 350 Chevrolet engine, and a 350 transmission.
Why the 40 Ford? I mean, 40 Chevrolet. He gonna hit me if I say Ford again, ain't he?
That's right.
Humming.
Oh no, I just always wanted a 40 model. Just something about them. When I seen it, I knew I was gonna buy it.
Now, it's a lot of people fixing up the 39, 40, and 41s. You know, they're putting these 350 engines in them. They got the air conditioning. It's just like a brand new car.
Right.
But see one of these cars, don't pick on the interstate or at a stoplight, because they ain't got no flathead 6 on it.
Well, that's right.
A lot of these kids think, well, look at that old thing. It won't run. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of difference. Now, who painted yours?
Well, I got a Watson at Warrior. He painted it for me.
Now, what color green do you call this? It's like it's not a teal. It's a little darker than a teal.
A little darker than a teal. When you take pictures of it, it almost looks blue. Turns it blue looking when you take pictures of it.
And it don't have the paint where it changes up and all that.
No.
Now, where y'all from?
We're from Hayden, Alabama.
Hayden, how far is that from here?
Probably about 65, 70 miles.
And y'all drive to everywhere you go. You don't haul them.
I don't want nothing I have to haul.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people tell me on the show, if you see it on the trailer, if you see it on the trailer, somebody stole it.
That's right.
Where are some of the car shows and different places y'all go with it?
All around different car shows, and then we go to cruise-ins every Saturday night somewhere, different places.
I think they got the Heartland Cruises got one tonight, Bessemer, I think.
Right.
On the 4th Saturday night.
Yeah, at Academy.
Yeah, Academy Drive. I've been to it a couple times. Went to it one time to film and the trailer broke down on the way. It's tough when you're on 920 with axle braking because people think, well, it's Big Boyz Toyz. They got plenty of money. They don't stop to help. Anything else you want to do with the car? Or?
Well, this winter I think I'm gonna paint it again. I'm gonna two-tone it.
Don't let your buddy help.
Oh no, he ain't gonna have nothing to do with it.
Now, did you start from scratch and do it? Did you find it like this?
I found it. Did a lot of stuff to it after I found it.
Now, was the car actually built in Alabama, this area? Did you find it somewhere else?
I found it. A guy had it in Pell City.
There's a lot of cars from up north Alabama. I mean, northeast Alabama, Pell City, up that way. It's got a lot of the old cars.
Yeah, he had about 14 antiques up there, and I went up there and bought that in front.
So he had more than he needed.
Yeah.
Your wife just give you a blank check, say go get it.
No, I went and got it and then told her. We went and looked at it, and then me and my daughter went and picked it up.
So you took your daughter with you too?
Yeah.
Well, see, your daughter keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah.
Well, she likes it, don't you? She goes to the...
Yeah, she likes it.
She drive it?
No, hadn't even got my wife to drive it yet. I tried to get her to drive coming there today, and she said she didn't want to drive it yet.
What's she kind of car she drive every day?
Tahoe.
See, you done spoiled her. You take her out of that Tahoe and put her in a Ranger pickup, she'll drive it.
That's right.
You done spoiled her with that Tahoe. So you got to get her something like this.
That's right.
All right, the motor you said is 350. Is it what all have you done to the engine, or you did cosmetic stuff to it, or is it already like it when you got it?
Yeah, well, it's got a lot of chrome on the motor, but as far as I hadn't did anything to the inside of it since I bought it.
People don't realize how much it takes to get one of these cars ready for a show.
No.
When you go to cleaning on them, doing this, and you
Yeah.
know, wives are real good about cleaning the wheels and all.
Yeah.
Some wives. she ain't volunteering no
No,
information.
she don't volunteer.
Well, I tell you what, it's a good-looking vehicle. So when you take it down, you're just gonna paint it this winter.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I got a guy in Mount Olive. He's gonna two-tone it for me.
What
I'm
color?
gonna paint it the same color on the top and silver on the bottom.
That'll look good.
I hope it does. I've got a picture of one that looks good.
Don't let Jimmy go with you.
Oh no, I'm not.
Don't even tell him you taking it up there. We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. Appreciate it. Piedmont Outdoors, Main Street, Piedmont, Alabama is the place to go for the most name brand products in one location. They carry Steel, Snapper, Mahindra tractors, John Deere equipment, clothing, and even toys. But most of all, they're the Can-Am and Arctic Cat all-terrain vehicle dealer for this area. They also have all the accessories and equipment you need for your ATV for hunting, or if you just want to be sport riding, they've got it all. It's worth the drive to Piedmont, Alabama from anywhere for their selection and savings. Go by today or call them at 256-447-7211. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call. The Courthouse Cafe, downtown Anniston, right beside the courthouse, under new ownership and management. Angie Mabry and her staff have breakfast specials each and every day. Lunch specials, there's something different each and every day. Orders to go, she said, not a problem. You can get orders to go anytime she's there. She was voted the best ribs in Calhoun County for 07, and she said butts, ribs, and chicken, she's the best in Calhoun County. Give them a call today at 741-1691, or stop by the Courthouse Cafe, tell them Barry Miller sent you. You never know, you might catch me at eating lunch one day. We'll see you there. You know, Piggly Wiggly, that's a name you've heard ever since you was a child. I've heard it since I was a child. It's a grocery store above all grocery stores. It has just about anything you want in the Piggly Wiggly stores. Go by the local Piggly Wiggly store in Odenville, Center, Cedar Bluff, Collinsville, and the brand new store down in Asheville, and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by, and you want to see how much money you can save on your grocery bill. They have a meat department and a fresh produce department in each and every store, fresh produce each and every day, and they cut their meat right there on their location. Tell them I sent you by. Next vehicle, Jimmy Gibson, a 1940 Chevrolet. Jimmy, welcome to Big Boyz Toyz.
Thank you, thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your car, besides who painted it.
It's a 1940 Chevrolet Special Deluxe two-door sedan. Got a 350, board 40 over, cam in it, and it's 700R transmission and a 273 rear end.
What's the difference in the Special Deluxe and the 40 we just had on a while ago?
Tell you the truth, I can't tell you, Barry, except they made a Master, which is
The body style looks a little different.
well, the Special Deluxe had more chrome on it. It was a Master, and then they had the Special Deluxe was the cream of the crop in 1940.
Did you kind of want to get a car the same year you was born, or how'd found you this
Hey,
car?
Barry,
Oh,
that was a
excuse
low blow.
Y'all won. He's been picking on me for the last 30 minutes. So I told him when I get him up in front of all these people, it's my turn. The 40, you just like the nostalgia of the 40s to the 45s or what?
Right, that car right there has got the original chrome on it. It hadn't been polished or anything. The only thing that's been changed is the wheels and the little peekaboo. Well, the paint job.
Them women are kind of helping you out over there.
I know, and I was the only friend they had too. But the mirrors and the wheels and the back bumpers, the only thing that's original chrome.
Now, what color you call that?
It's PPG sunset red over gold.
Because
it changes colors.
Kind of oranges looking, and then it's a burgundy looking?
It's burgundy when it's dark, then it turns to orange when the sun hits hard.
Now, how long have you been working on the car?
Well, I don't work on the car, Barry. I'm not mechanically inclined.
How long have you been paying somebody to work on
Too long.
I tell people all the time, if you don't know, if you're not a mechanic, not a body man, not an interior man, buy you a street rod.
That's right.
It's cheaper that way.
It's cheaper, a lot cheaper.
But you found it like this, or you did all the work? You had it all done.
It was blue, and it was the guy had already put the engine and the running gear in it, and I put the paint job and the wheels and the brakes and the interior, and dressed it up a little bit and put the mufflers and undercoated the bottom. But it was a good, solid car. It spent, I think he said 20 years in a warehouse in Houston, Texas, and doesn't have any Bondo in it. And it's a good car.
Now, you live around this area, too?
Mount Olive, Alabama.
That's which way? That's that direction?
No, it's north on 65.
We're going to go through there in about another week and a half. We're going to be going through there.
Where you just
look, headed to
Biloxi.
Anything else you want to do to the car?
No, sir. I'm trying to build a 1937 four-door Chevrolet right now.
Well, since your buddy's going to get his painted over the winter, won't you paint yours?
Paint it over the winter? I'm going to paint it in November, probably.
Paint it again?
Mm-hmm.
What color you going to go this time?
Same color.
Why do you want to paint it? That paint job is just gorgeous.
Well, it's got a few little places on it that the painter, the guy that painted it.
Who painted your car anyway? Come on, John. Here you go, John. Listen up. Who painted your car?
John Allen, Auto Unlimited and Moody. He's done a pretty good job of it, I think.
Yeah, the paint looks great on it. And the car is just sleek. I mean, it's just, you can tell it's no ripples or anything, and it's just sleek all the way down. So, anything you want to do this and over the winter time?
No, sir. I'm gonna put my money and my time in the 37. I'm gonna leave that alone for a while.
Why don't you give this one to your wife? Because you're gonna spend money on the 37.
Well, the 37's gonna be hers. It's got power steering. This one doesn't.
That's a good excuse, wasn't it, ladies?
Yeah, that's the best I can think of. She hadn't even drove it either.
I tell you what, it's a good-looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show. We'll be
you,
right back with Big Boyz Toys, and they're great, the first two, and they right on down the line. You don't want to miss any of these cars. We'll be right back.
This is Chuck Ward of Billy Isom GMAC Real Estate. Today's home sellers and buyers expect and deserve premier service. They also know that no other real estate company has more listings than Billy Isom GMAC. We have over 386 active listings in Calhoun County. That is 1 out of every 3. No other company comes close. Delivering premier service to our clients is the reason that Billy Isom GMAC is the market leader in Calhoun County. For your premier service experience, call us or check us out on the web at billyisom.com.
Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you. Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service. I'll tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. You know, it's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. You don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, when someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama, says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes. Any type of classic car you could want, he has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call.
Next vehicle, 1951 Chevrolet, Donnie Payne. Donnie, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Glad to be here.
What'd she say? Roll Tide. Look at that shirt she's got on.
Look at the shirt I got on.
Uh-oh. Louisiana boy, yeah, I gotta watch. Tell me about your car, Donnie.
It's a 1951 Chevrolet. I got a 350 in it, 350 transmission, 308 rear end in it. Bought it from a fella in Corner, Alabama. It was pretty rough shape when we bought it. Just about replaced the whole bottom end of the car.
You don't see a lot of 51s out there.
You don't. You really don't. My wife was the one that really bought the car, to tell you the truth. She liked it. I wanted to go to the older model, the 38 to the 40s. Of course, she had the money in the man's hand. There wasn't nothing I could do about it.
When she lays the money in the hand, it's over. All the discussion and all is history. It's over.
That's right. As you can see, the color of the car, so she had something to do with it.
Now, what color do you call it? I was going to ask you, what's the name of the color?
Pink poly, or pink coral poly.
Pink coral poly. So it's your wife's car.
Yes, sir.
You can kind of tell that, can't
She's
you?
never drove it. Yes, she has. I've let my wife drive my car. She drove it, too.
The rest of them won't let their wife drive
I'm
them.
scared to let her drive it, but she has drove it.
Well, as long as you're in there with it, you can kind of grab the wheel. Just what guys need to do when they build street rods and they're going to let their wives drive it, do like they do them driver's ed cars. Put a steering wheel on this side and a brake pedal. You can always take it out after she gets accustomed to driving it.
Well, I've got holes on the other side of the floorboard where I have been sitting when she was driving it. No brake pedal.
Your wife out here?
Sitting right there in front of you.
You got to go home today, too.
Yes, sir,
Keep
I
talking.
sure do.
Yes, sir, I sure do. What's the little man's name?
That's Sassy there.
You keep talking that junk, you're going to share a pillow with Sassy tonight. You'll be over in the corner in the living room with Sassy. Say, move over, Sassy. Mom won't let me go to bed. Now, how long did it take you to do all the work today?
Well, I'm pretty much like my friend Jimmy there. Other people's done most of the work. Glenn Arrington and Mount Olive's one that painted the car. A fellow by the name of Dave Smith done my interior. Of course, I done all the motor work to it, as far as putting the motor in and building the motor part of it. But my friend Sonny over there, he's done a lot of the interior work, building stuff and putting the console in it. I've been around it, but I just didn't do a lot to it.
Let me ask you a question. How is it around the Payne's house about 3 weeks from now when Alabama plays LSU?
Well, that was one of our wedding vows, Barry.
I was going to ask you, you got all this on and she's got all Alabama on. What do y'all do when they play each other?
That was one of our wedding vows. When we got married, she said, you root for Alabama as long as I ain't playing LSU, and I'll root for LSU as long as they're not playing Alabama, but on game day, your butt's on your own.
We can't knock them, LSU's got a heck of a team. Oh, Lord, they got a team. But Alabama's doing good.
Well, I keep telling my wife, look who they had to get for a coach.
Yeah, had to get LSU's coach. Now, anything else you want to do with the car? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to do a few more things to it. I'm going to put some different gauges in it. I got the original gauges in it, but I want to put some different gauges in it, and I'm going to do some more trunk work on it on the inside. But pretty much it's about where it's going to be, yeah. But
so you pretty much got it
where you want it. Got it to where I want it. I'm pretty much running out of money if you just want to know the truth.
And the interior and all, it just looks like it matches perfect like it was from the factory. You know it wouldn't because of the cloth and the way the interior looks, but it's just gorgeous. I mean, it's just one end to the other.
Appreciate it.
And I don't see nothing else you can really do to it over the winter time if you want to do
other than just enjoy it.
Enjoy it, drive it, and have fun.
That's what we're going to do.
Tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Appreciate you.
We'll be right back.
St. Clair County Farmers Co-op at the intersection at Hardwick Road and Highway 78 in Pell City, Alabama. I tell you what, co-op's what it means. It's got anything you want. Science night food for your pets. They have tack. They have feed for all type of animals. Deer hunters, they got tree stands. They got clothing, camo, you name it, it's there. Cowboy hats, blue jeans, tools, hardware needs. anything you can think of, they've got right there at the Farmers Co-op. Call Matthew or one of his staff today at 205-338-2821. Tell them I told you to call. Crawford Office Supply right here in Anniston moved into the brand new location, 2,500 square foot building right there on Layton Avenue. Anything to deal with office supplies, Crawford has it right there in stock. Pens, papers, pencils, anything. Scratch and dent furniture, brand new office furniture, filing cabinets, you name it, it's right there. They have free delivery also for all their products. Hey, if you need something that they don't have in stock at Crawford Office Supply, guess what? They can order it. 1 or 2 days, they got it in stock. Go by today, tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, something that's on everyone's mind all the time is insurance. I've got your answer. 2 great agencies are now one. Reeves and Black Insurance Agency, 111 East 7th Street, Anniston, Alabama, can handle all of your insurance needs. They have auto, antique insurance, homeowners insurance, and mobile home insurance. You know, the Alabama law now is everyone has to be insured. So if you have never had insurance before or had a problem getting insurance, call them today and get a free quote. Contact Jim, Jason, Sharon, or Geraldine. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call and see if they can help you with all of your insurance needs. Call them today at 256-237-0972.
Now see Harley-Davidson right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road.
They're your Harley-Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley-Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith or George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Char Harley-Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by.
Next vehicle, Alan Watley, a 1969 Camaro. Alan, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your Camaro.
Oh, it's a 69. It's not a true Z28. It's a clone Z28. Actually, it's all original. Everything on it's original floorboard. I've got a 383 stroker in it, 400 turbo transmission, 373 positive traction rear end. Just put 17s on it all the way around, drop spindles on the front. Finished that up this past week for your show, and that's about it.
It's kind of hard to find the original Z's anymore.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's just
far and few between.
And it's a lot of people like this one, if you know, people that didn't really know, that think it was.
Right.
Because
exactly.
they're so perfect the way you build them.
Exactly.
It's just like the 69 Camaro SS's and the 67 Chevelles. You know,
Right.
They're so particular in how they build them cars. You'd think it's the original.
Exactly.
Now, how long did it take you to do all the stuff to do? Was it completed some?
I bought it and it had just been painted. A fella just painted it when I bought it. I think his wife told him he needed to get rid of it. He's putting too much money in it, and I ended up getting a good deal on it and bought it. And then I finished up with the tires and put the motor in it, and then the chrome and all that, and just finished it up after he got through with that.
Now, who did the paint job on it?
A guy named Jim Mahan in McCalla. He lives right here close to McCalla. He's actually got a paint booth at his house. He does them in. He does an excellent job.
He does the stripes and all right there in his house.
All hand done. The stripes, everything is actually hand done. The airbrushing, hand. All the pin stripes around the flames was done by hand.
So you actually built the motor and all yourself and put it in?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
just got actually the body,
And the
everything
paint.
was pretty well done.
Yes,
So
sir.
you had to do the cosmetics, the motor and stuff like
Right.
that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, when you put the stroker and all in it, what did it have in it when you bought it, or did it have a motor?
Stock 350. It had a regular 350 in it when I bought it.
So he was actually trying to keep it a little bit original,
Right.
with the stock, everything.
Right.
And you said, well, I'm going to try to street ride it a little bit.
Definitely,
I got to
definitely.
change it around. Keeping it stock's okay, with a paint job like that, you've got to do something to that
You
motor.
got to have something to say you got it. That's
Because
it.
when they see it, they're going to say, that thing's got to run.
Gotta hear it.
Sitting there, boo, they're going to say, what did he do to that car?
Got to hear it.
How long have you say you had it?
I've had it about 6 years now.
6 years.
Yes,
So
sir.
You've been completed how long?
Well, I just completed the drops part of it this past week. Actually, I've been working on it for 6 years, but last year, 2 years ago, I had it in the show down here, and it had the regular stock height and all on it. And then this past week, like I said, I put the spindles in the rear end and all that in it to where it would lower it down. So
You run a lot different with the different rear end and all that?
A lot different. Handles so much better.
You can tell
when
a lot
the
with that 373 in it
Oh, yeah.
compared to the stock rear end,
Yes.
because it just makes a big difference when you're going on a long trip too, because you're going to burn a lot of more
gas
gas.
is
gonna
gone.
It's going to be tighter, but around town, taking off, starting and all, 373 positive traction makes a lot of difference
That's
in a
right.
car.
Like a fella asked me the other day, how much fuel mileage does it get? I said, it don't matter. You just drive it.
Yeah, you
when
put
it says
gas-
E, you fill it up and go.
Anything else you want to do to it?
I think I'm going to pretty much leave it like that. I'm going to keep it like that for a couple more years. I don't think much else I could add to it. It's exactly
I don't
what
see
I've
nothing you
always
can
wanted.
do to it. The interior and all looks perfect. Looks brand new. The outside, the paint job, everything looks practically brand new on this thing.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We flat enjoyed it.
Now, did you have the original rally wheels that you took off of it, or what'd you take off
No,
of it?
when I actually got it, had weld wheels on it. Them aftermarket weld wheels when I had it. Well, that's what he had put on there. And I took them off and put them 17-inch alloys on there. Just wanted that 17-inch look to it, and it turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. Well, it does, and it fits it real good, too. It looked like it just set up, and the way you got it lowered and all looks like it's just sitting right where it's supposed to be.
It drives real good.
Okay, tell you what,
Yes,
good-looking vehicle. Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
being on the
I
show.
too appreciate
We'll
it.
be right back.
You know, 90% of most homeowners don't know they have a pest or termite problem until they have a very expensive repair bill. Why not let the professional staff at Rice Pest Control inspect your home before it happens? With 50 years of experience in Northeast Alabama and with their free termite inspection for new customers, don't you think it's better be safe than sorry? Call Tracy Rice today or one of his sales staff. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey, if you mention Big Boyz Toys, you get 50% off your first initial service. So call them today at 1-800-850-4661. Triplet Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints that go on good and look great once they're on. They also have all the materials needed to do that special job around the house. Carpets, they carry Shaw and Mohawk. Hardwood floors by Robin, so everything is in one location. Remember, DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints are used by professionals all over the United States, and it's one of the best on the market. Stop by today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to stop by. Robinson Gas, downtown Ross Street, Heflin, Alabama is your gas headquarters for this area. They have water heaters. They also have on-demand water heaters, furnaces, gas logs, fireplaces, all major appliances. Hey, they got routine delivery on them appliances too. 24-hour emergency service. They also lease their tanks. They got a special going on right now for the summer. It's called the Summer Fill. Your gas is $179.9 during the summer fill. They also have what they call a prepaid fill. It's $189.9. If you don't have all the money, Mark's got a deal for you. 20% down, you got 3 months to pay. Contact Mark Robinson or one of his staff today. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey everybody, let me tell you about a place you got to visit. Just opened up, 518 Main Street, downtown Oxford, Alabama. Another's Treasures. They have antique, collectibles, and interior consignments. They also have some of the people from the Heritage Antique Mall in consignment in there now. Give them a call today at 832-9950. They have lamps, they've got tools, they got anything antique that you're looking for. Guarantee you they'll have it in there. They open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6 p.m., Sunday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. If you want to go out for the eating or fine dining, you can find it right here in downtown Anniston at Classic Old Noble. The atmosphere is set for a quiet dinner for 2 or a party for 20. They have a lounging area upstairs so you can have a drink with a friend or a business associate. They also have a seating available upstairs in a nice quiet atmosphere. Classic Old Noble also caters for special events and parties for any amount of people from 2 to 20 to 200. Stop by Classic Old Noble today and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. Let me tell you about 2 family-owned businesses right here in Oxford, Alabama. Oxford Picture Framing, Snow Street, Oxford, Alabama. Allison Short says bring anything by that you need framed from American flags, keepsake pictures. She can do it. Also, Lee Kerr, Oxford Self Storage, Madison Road, Oxford, Alabama. He has storage buildings from 5x10 to 20x10. He also has climate control buildings, 12 security cameras at all time, high tech. Contact Ron Wilkins, the manager. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Keach Optical, right here on Quintard Avenue. They're across from Amco Transmission on Quintard. I tell you what, the staff in their place are second to none. Hearing aids, they have hearing tests in there. They got hearing aids in there. And glasses, he's got any kind of glasses you want. He has the type like I wear that has no frame on it. He has these with the clip on it for sunglasses, just about anything. They have a doctor on staff that can do your prescription, you know, and they also the hearing test right there. They do it right there in the place and get your hearing aid today. Most turnaround on the glasses, they say turnaround's about 24 hours, maybe 2 days at max, turn around your glasses. He puts a 10 in them. He does anything right there. So go by there and tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by.
Next vehicle, Vince Cobe, a 1972 Javelin AMX. Vince, welcome to Big
Barry,
Boyz
thank
Toys.
you.
Very rare car. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, it is. It's actually one of 8 of its production. We had to actually drive to Michigan to find this one. It's a AMC Javelin AMX with the 401 factory 4-speed with the Borg Warner T10 transmission.
So all that comes from the factory too.
All factory.
So a lot of back in the early 70s, AMX, these, and they had one, what's the one a little bit smaller?
From 68 to the year of 70, they did have an AMX, but it was a 2-seater.
Yeah, short.
And then in 70, they came out with putting the rear seat in.
Yeah, back seat. But the ones that's in the late 60s, them little rascals had a big motor and